22 pickup? Care to let me in on the secret?
Kid, I'm about to let everyone in on the secret.
Troopers, focus your fire on the Jedi.
Hello there, Saber fans. Han Solo here with another Saber review for you guys. This is the Spectre lightsaber from Ultrasabers. And as many of you know by now, this is based off of Kanan Jarrus' lightsaber from the Star Wars Rebels show. Kanan Jarrus would have to be my all-time favorite character from that show. He's voiced by Freddie Prinze Jr., which is pretty cool. But his character is one that has certainly faced a lot of adversity and had to face a lot of obstacles throughout the course of his life. And you've certainly got to respect him for that. He's overcome pretty much everything he's had to face. He survived Order 66, and he had to deal with losing his vision, his eyesight. He overcame that, and he became a very, very strong and powerful Jedi because of all of those things. And he certainly, kicks a lot of ass and takes a lot of names in the show. He's a phenomenal Jedi. He is a really good person as well. I mean, he loves to help people. He's always there to help, and he loves taking the fight to the Empire. So you've certainly got to respect him for that. He's definitely my favorite character from the Rebels show. Now, with that being said, let's just dive right into this saber. I'll start by talking about the hilt a bit. The hilt itself is certainly gorgeous. It's absolutely stunning. It's craftsmanship at its best, in my opinion. Ultrasabers did a phenomenal job with this hilt. It looks amazing. The hilt itself is quite big. From the tip of the emitter here to the bottom of the pommel is about 14 inches long. So about a couple inches longer than your average saber hilt. And it's actually quite big around as well. The diameter across is about 1 3/4 inches, so it's big there too. It helps to have bigger hands if you're going to use this saber, but it's certainly a beauty. I love every aspect of this hilt, from the super cool emitter right on down to the very unique looking pommel and everything in between. I'll try and give you guys a closer look. Just a beautiful hilt. Again, a great job done by Ultrasabers. Here's the pommel. The nice vented pommel. And I did add a D-ring. I think it was like $5 to add a D-ring. I thought it was worth it. I just really love the look of D-rings on the pommels of sabers. It's a nice accent piece, and it completes the look of the pommel and the hilt itself, in my opinion. But just a very unique, cool looking pommel. I mean, on the front of the saber, you've got those nice stripes there that are unique to Kanan's lightsaber. Very cool. The activation switch is not screen accurate, but it's still really cool. I like their version of the activation switch. It's like a cool diamond shape, and I went with the black AV activation switch for some more contrast. I think it looks pretty cool. It comes with a CoverTech wheel included, but there's actually a really cool feature about this hilt you can actually add on a second cover tech wheel to your emitter section, because just like in the show, this lightsaber splits into two pieces. The emitter can be screwed off, and so if you were to add the second cover tech wheel, you could wear both pieces on your belt separately, just like Kanan does in the show, to pretty much disguise the fact that he does carry a lightsaber. So I think that's a super neat feature. I didn't get the cover tech wheel for the emitter, but I don't do much cosplay or anything like that, but that's certainly a cool option if you wanted to do that. So we've got a nice looking thumb screw here. And what I love, this is a great feature, would be these two brass pins on both sides. To me, it's very Graflex-like. I know that the Graflex saber, you know, Anakin's saber passed down to Luke, has those two brass pins as well, kind of in a similar spot. So I think that's pretty cool. I love the Suba here, and it makes for a really great choke point when you hold the saber. When I swing this guy around, this is where I grab it. It's a phenomenal choke point, and it feels very, very comfortable in the hands. And another thing that would not be quite screen accurate, but I couldn't resist getting them, would be the windows here at the emitter. I mean, they just look phenomenal when this thing is turned on, which I will show you guys shortly. You can see the light from the blade just shine right through these windows, and it's such a beautiful, great feature, although not screen accurate to the show, but I still went with it anyways. I thought it was worth it. And you've got a box shaped piece here, but I mean, it's just a gorgeous, gorgeous lightsaber. I'm quite pleased with how it looks as a hilt. And another feature that you can get for this hilt is Ultrasabers will actually do like a really nice etching design pattern here that makes the hilt look really, really cool. But for the sake of screen accuracy, I just went with the solid black. I think the solid black looks really nice as well, but there's also that option. They do a really, really nice design all along this black piece that makes the saber look really neat, really cool. Okay, now that the lights are off, I can fire this guy up. So that the blade would be Guardian Blue. It's actually the Tri-Cree version of Guardian Blue, so it's incredibly bright. It's one of the brightest sabers that I have that's not a NeoPixel. The Tri-Cree looks amazing, super bright saber, and it looks very realistic. I went with the Obsidian soundboard, the V4 soundboard. So that comes with, I think, 7 or 8 different sound fonts. All of them are pretty unique, pretty cool. I'll just show you guys those really nice emitter windows. Like, isn't that just a phenomenal feature? Absolutely beautiful, with the light shining through there. Each sound font on here has a power up sound and a power down sound. They all have multiple swing sounds, as well as clash sounds and your idle hum, which you can hear right now. This saber, when you strike the blade on something, it will make a clash noise, but because I went with the Tri-Cree LED option, the brighter blade, you actually cannot get flash on clash with a Tri-Cree setup. It's not compatible, but when you strike the blade on something, you will still hear that clash noise. You just won't see a flash of a different color or whatever. I will be doing a quick demonstration with this lightsaber at the end of this video, so you guys can stay tuned for that if you want to check that out. But for right now, I will just show you guys how to simply cycle through all the different sound fonts you have on here using the AV switch. So you're going to hold down until you can't hear anything anymore and the light shuts off again, and then you'll just simply tap the button.
Ancient Saber.
So that's an Ancient Saber sound font.
Episode 1.
Episode 1, so you just tap on the AV switch to cycle through them all.
Episode 2.
Episode 2.
Episode 6.
Episode 6. And there's a mute mode as well, so if you didn't want the saber to make any noise, you could just put it on mute mode and you'll just see the blade light up, but you won't get any sound. So that can come in handy as well. Obsidian. So we're back at the beginning, and then if you want to lock it in, you just hold down the button.
Confirm.
And it will say confirmed, and it will light up. So it's a pretty simple process. It's a very simple switch to use. I absolutely love this saber. It's definitely one of the top favorites in my collection. It's just a beautiful hilt. And Kanan, like I said, is one of my favorite characters. My absolute favorite character from the Rebels show. And it's just super cool to have his lightsaber. I think it's a pretty good representation of it, although not fully 100% screen accurate. But it's a phenomenal hilt, absolutely beautiful. It looks great and works great. So I'm certainly pleased with my Spectre from Ultrasabers. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, comment down below. I love hearing from you guys. And subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. There will be a lot more lightsaber review videos to come, so stay tuned. And may the Force be with you guys.